The Seattle Seahawks are making big move after big move this offseason, and I believe they could be a terrifying team to play in the coming years. First, they parted ways with Pete Carroll, and then go on to hire Mike Macdonald. Mike Macdonald, former defensive coordinator for the Ravens, is an amazing hire. First of all, the Ravens defense finished the regular season with a Triple Crown NFL record as the first team in history to lead the league in points allowed per game, just 16.5 points, sacks with 60, and takeaways with 31. Also, this is unofficial, but McDonald's defense has to hold some type of record for embarrassing opposing teams. And with the hire of McDonald, the Seattle Seahawks went from the oldest coach in the league to the youngest coach in the league. And besides the hire of Leslie Frazier, who's going to be like an assistant head coach and mentor, McDonald is continually hiring other young coaches to his staff. And what this is going to do is it's going to completely shift the culture, and it's going to be amazing for the Seattle Seahawks. And of course, that includes the offensive coordinator, which, considering McDonald is a defensive mind, it's most likely going to be his most important hire to determine the success of the Seattle Seahawks. And as any good head coach would, Mike Macdonald had a list of needs for his future offensive coordinator. First, that being bringing in a coach that understands scouting college players, has an open mindset, has a growth aspect, and wanted to be in Seattle. Ryan Grubb, he checks all those boxes and is the new offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, and this is what Mike Macdonald had to say about his new offensive coordinator. Getting to know him throughout the process and the type of guy he is, he's been a winner everywhere he's been. And with being a winner also comes an impressive resume, so this is Ryan Grubb's resume and why he was hired to the Seattle Seahawks. Ryan Grubb has an extensive offensive line background and track record. He transformed Michael Penix into a Heisman finalist, has been a run game coordinator at multiple schools, and made Washington one of the best offenses in college football last season. Ryan Grubb's offense last year in Washington threw for over 4,900 passing yards with Michael Penix Jr., had just under 1,200 rushing yards with Dylan Johnson, and Rome Odunze had 1,640 receiving yards. What this shows Ryan Grubb can do as an offensive coordinator, well, it shows he can have an unpredictable offense. He isn't stuck to just running the ball, and he certainly isn't stuck to just throwing the ball. He can get his star players the ball. And with that being said, imagine what a guy like Ryan Grubb could do to this already stacked offense Seattle has. Imagine DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, JSN, and Kenneth Walker all being used to their full potential. I believe Ryan Grubb can and will completely reshape the Seattle Seahawks offense as we know it. Additional hires for the Seattle Seahawks include Aden Dirty. He's going to be the defensive coordinator. He was previously the D-line coach of the Cowboys. And Aden, in my opinion, is a good hire, but he will most likely be an assistant to McDonald, as McDonald is still planning on calling all the defensive plays in Seattle this next season. And then other hires that McDonald has made so far include Jay Harbaugh, who, if that last name sounds familiar, it's because it is. He's the son of the LA Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh, and he will be serving as our special teams coordinator. And then Carl Scott, he's the defensive passing game coordinator, and he's going to also coach the defensive backs. And then Scott Huff on the offensive line. Assuming McDonald and Grubb can make the necessary changes to both the offense and defense with the help of all these new hires, I think we will see an entirely new team next season. And with an extremely underrated roster that is already built in Seattle, I think Seattle could be a terrifying team to play next season. What do you guys think? Let me know. Thanks for watching another episode of NFL Connection, and peace out.